are super excited about because it's not just a new product. So we introduced to you IOD gilded gold foil transfers. So we have revealed and we are excited to bring to market our gold foil transfers. The other design is ETIQUETTE, and that is some beautiful labels and typography together.
In this video, I want to take you on a deep dive into these beautiful new gilded transfers by IOD. As with all things new, there's a learning curve, so I like to start small. The beautiful thing about these transfers is that there are options for you to choose very little pieces to try on very little projects, which is always a great way to start. I chose a simple wood tag and gave it a base coat of paint, sanded it smooth, and selected my transfer, cutting it out and keeping the backing piece attached to the transfer. The gilded transfers, just like any other transfers, are very sticky, so you need to keep the back of them, the surface that you'll be applying to your substrate, clean and free from dust. After I lay the transfers in position, I use a little piece of rolled tape, sticky side out, to help me to keep that transfer edge lifted as I begin applying it with the transfer tool. The gilded transfers don't apply exactly like the regular IOD transfers. You can see that I'm lifting one edge of the transfer as I apply pressure with my applicator, lifting at about a 45-degree angle and applying pressure at the point where the transfer meets the surface. Using this technique, the applicator almost pushes the gold right off of the carrier sheet and onto the surface. I work slowly and methodically, starting at one end of the transfer. I'm also trying not to rub over the transfer excessively. That can leave some little gold flakes or little marks from the carrier sheet that are outside of the design, but it's okay. It's okay to have those little bits of gold. Actually, it just adds to the goldiness. Let's try it again on another tag. As you'll see, the gilded transfers look amazing no matter what color you use them on. On this tag, my application method is just a little bit different. I wanted to show you an option. I'm concentrating the pressure of my applicator over the pattern in the gilded transfer that I want to adhere. Again, I'm working very methodically and slowly and not rubbing the applicator over the entire transfer piece. Let's move on to another piece before we discuss burnishing and finishing. Here I've used the gilded transfer in conjunction with other IOD transfers on a painted wood panel. It's a nice way to take that project up a notch and give it a little glitz. Next, I moved on to applying the gilded transfers to ceramic. You could also apply them to glass, to mirror, to plastic or metal, any slick surface. Your surface just needs to be extra clean, free from dust, grease, wax, or dirt. In fact, I'd give them a wipe with alcohol to have an extra clean surface. I've selected my transfer piece, and again, I'm applying pressure only where gilded pattern will come off, working from one side of the transfer to the other. As I lift the transfer, I try to just apply pressure where that transfer has lifted and meets the surface. After I've applied the transfer, I'm going to burnish it completely, rub the entire surface to make sure that you have complete adhesion. Since this is a decorative piece, I chose not to add a wax or a sealer. After I've worked up some confidence in my technique, I'm going to move up to one of the larger sheets in the curated signage transfer. The same method of application still applies. You're just working with a larger sheet. I decided to add an extra bit of trim to fill in the space, so I grabbed a piece from the Etiquette's transfer. I love that we have the option of cutting apart and using smaller pieces for our own layout. Okay, JR doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to task him with helping me to create a pub sign. I went through our stash here in the basement and I found this panel piece, and I found these two furniture pieces. To prepare this piece, I have of course cleaned it, sanded it, and given it a few coats of the JRV cottage color called ANVIL. The cottage colors have a built-in top coat, which make it extra easy to apply these gilded transfers. I took my time laying out my pieces for the sign. I'm using parts of both curated signage and Etiquette's transfers. I use that bit of sticky tape roll to lift up the edge so I can get my fingers underneath one end of the transfer. I follow that same process of slowly and methodically transferring with the applicator as I lift the edge of the transfer. That sticky tape really helps me to lift up the transfer as I'm working. Here again, you can see how I'm lifting that transfer at about a 45-degree angle and applying a little bit of pressure and tension at the point of my applicator tool meeting the surface of the project. Once upon a time. Another trick that I use is to cut away any excess of the backing sheet as I move up the project. It really does make it easier to handle instead of working with the entire sheet. Here I'm applying those extra little details that I found in the Etiquette's transfer. You'll note that I also used some blue tape to hold my transfers in place. I forgot to mention that earlier. This really turned out to be an impressive piece. But hold up, I'm not done yet. I'm going to add some gold leafing from PENTART to all of the edges and to the top and bottom detail. In every corner doing tricks for a dime. All the streets were cold. He had his eyes on all the bright shining silver and gold. After the gold leaf has dried, I brush off the excess with a soft, dry brush. Now let's talk about finishes. I have found that I can use practically any polyacrylic finish in any sheen on these beautiful gilded transfers. I think it's a matter of personal preference. Here I'm using a satin finish because I didn't want the entire piece looking extra glossy, and I really don't think it diminishes the shine at all. On this tag, I used a glossy polyacrylic. And on this piece, I used a matte polyacrylic. I'm headed down to Creekside Floral. It's a local flower shop, and I'm gonna have Mary do a red velvet bow for that piece. I think the bow on the wreath and then maybe hanging or appearing like it's hanging, like from here, even if it was attached, if it was attached behind or something. Mary at Creekside Floral is the best bow maker. I am not the best bow maker, but I had a vision for this so that it would elevate this piece to something for the holidays, but that it's a removable element so that our sign could be used year-round. Just the perfect touch. For the last project, I'm using a piece of one of those tiered tables. You know, the pie crust tiered tables, and the legs get all wonky, and it just makes a really nice tray. We sprayed this with a couple coats of shellac. Since this is mahogany, I'm going to give this another coat. I'm just leaving that pie crust edge the way it is, all distressed, and have it be a little bit of a rustic vibe. So on this tray, I'll be using the gilded transfer. I decided to use one whole sheet of the Etiquette's transfer. After deciding on my fit, I creased around the interior of the tray and cut it to size. While you're here, I sure do want to thank you for hanging out with us here at LNJ Goods. You spending your valuable time with us means the world to us. We love inspiring and sharing our project ideas. We hope that you will consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so that you see our next projects, and sharing this out to someone that you think might be interested in our DIY projects. Do you know that we go live twice a week streaming to YouTube and Facebook? So we'd love to have you join us there as we prepare complete projects each week. And as always, the products that I've used today are linked in the description box below. Isn't that so beautiful? I'm going to get that all pressed right down, make sure that's all adhered. Then I pieced some extra little bits from the transfer to fill in those edges. To finish this tray, I'm using an acrylic pouring resin. We use two different brands at LNJ Goods. What I'm using is the PENTART pouring glaze, and we also have the Fusion pouring resin in a larger size for larger projects. Here you can see that I'm applying the glaze and tipping my piece so that it begins to coat the entire surface. I use a brush to coax it along and add more glaze as needed to have a smooth, even coat. The pouring glaze or pouring resin has a very thick consistency, so you do have to work with it a bit. But once it's dried after 24 hours in a dust-free area, it self-levels and creates a beautiful, durable, waterproof finish. I hope that this video has helped you to understand a little bit more about the application techniques for the IOD gilded transfers. Now the burning question is, are you ready to try an IOD gilded transfer? All of the products that we've used today can be found at lnjgoods.com or at our brick and mortar shop in Medina, New York.
Shining silver.